Tony K and Sniper of Winners and Winers. Guys, thanks for tuning in. We have some college football winners for you this week. Wes, welcome to the show.
What is going on, Tony? Pleasure to be here on the Winners and Winers YouTube channel. It's actually our first video for this particular channel. We've been doing the show, you and I, for quite some time. But we found a new home, right? So that's kind of cool. Looking forward to the college football this weekend. All kinds of exciting stuff. Not too many top 25 matchups like we were discussing earlier. But, yeah, still a lot of very impactful games, and we'll get to those shortly.
Yeah, only two top 25 matchups this week. Missouri at Oklahoma, and the one we're going to cover here, which kicks off at 3:30 p.m. Eastern, USC travels to Oregon. USC 8-2 record, currently ranked 15th. Oregon 9-1, they're ranked number 7. The current line in this game, I see 9.5, I see 10, totals 59.5. Let's give our audience a solid winner in this matchup.
Yeah, let's do that. So as you referenced, this game is in Eugene, Oregon. By the way, interesting fact about Oregon. I don't know if you've ever been there, but I drove through there a couple times. They do not let you pump your own gas in the state of Oregon. Is that not the most unbelievable thing you've ever heard? And I didn't know this. I was actually driving through up to Washington. It was like midnight or 1 a.m. Pulled into a gas station. I had a bunch of money on me, too, a bunch of cash. I'm sitting there counting my cash to go pay for my gas. And some guy comes and knocks on my window at 1 a.m. with all this cash in my hand. I'm thinking I'm about to get robbed, but he had a big construction vest on. I said, "Can I help you?" He said, "Yeah, I'm going to pump your gas for you." I'm like, "What? Say what?" And so, yeah, I guess legally you cannot pump your own gas. They have people pump the gas for you in the state of Oregon. I know this is a
same thing in New Jersey. It's the same thing in New Jersey.
Oh, really? Interesting.
There's probably not many states that do that, but yeah.
I guess it creates jobs for people, so good for them. But interesting, though. Anyway, back to the football. So, yeah, two high-flying offenses here. Remember, USC, they need this game to have any hope for the college football playoff. They will not be short on motivation. Trojans put up 489 yards per game, 38 points per game. Their defense has actually played pretty well as of late. They have not allowed their opponents to score more than 3 points in the second half of their last 3 games. Granted, that was against Nebraska, Northwestern, and Iowa, who were not offensive powerhouses. I get that. But what that tells us is their defense, they kind of buckle down in the second half. They know it's crunch time, and they step up for their team. So, I mean, I get that you're not going to stop the Ducks. The Ducks have arguably the best offense in the country. But, you know, sometimes they say your best defense is a good offense, right? And USC, they have a good offense. Micaiah Lemon, fantastic receiver. Jacoby Lane, fantastic receiver. Jaden Maeva, fantastic quarterback. These guys are going to move the ball. They're going to score points. Lincoln Riley, he's a fantastic offensive mind, great head coach. He's going to have a good game plan here. I kind of like the over a little bit in this game too, but I'm just going to stick with USC. This game did open at 10. It's come down to 9.5, so USC is getting a little bit of love. I don't know if that's from the Sharps or the public, but they are getting a little bit of love, and I like USC, man. I think they can hang tough, so give me the Trojans here. Plus, we'll say 9.5 for purposes of the video.
Wes, I agree with you. I think USC has a solid quarterback, Jaden Maeva, 15 touchdowns, only 4 interceptions. Like I said, I think it's going to be a shootout. The total is high, but I like USC getting the 9.5 points here. Ducks are tough at home, 18-2 of the past couple of years on their home field. But 9.5 points to another ranked team. You know, USC 4-1 their last 5 as underdogs. They're well coached. Their offense is very potent this year. I think it's going to be a back and forth type of game. I like USC plus the points. Lincoln Riley knows how to get his team motivated in these big games.
Yeah. You know, also throw in the fact that Ducks have won the last 3 head-to-heads. So if you want to sprinkle in some revenge on top of that cupcake right there, you can do that as well.
All right. That's the big marquee game on Saturday. We both like the underdog with USC. Why don't you tell everyone what we have going on at Winners and Winers this week?
Yeah, so it's all about the Weekend Warrior, right? So our promotion over here, Winners and Winers, by the way, the #1 sports consultant in the industry. So the Weekend Warrior, it gets you can select myself, you can select Tony, you can select any of the other fantastic handicappers over at Winners and Winers. There's a lot of them over there and a lot of very good ones. A lot of them are my friends and Tony's friends as well. This gets you this promotion, $49. It gets you every single football play, Saturday, Sunday, and if the capper has a Monday night football play as well, that gets thrown in on top of everything. So $49. That gets you, if you want my football, I got a lot of plays, man. I have I think 10 college football plays already in the system and 7 NFL plays. That's 17 plays you would get from myself for $49. That would cost you a lot more on other websites. I'm sure Tony's going to have a lot of action as well, too. So, yeah, winnersandwhiners.com. That's where you want to be. The Weekend Warrior promotion. That'll get you all the football plays from your particular handicapper that you select for $49.
Yeah, it's a hell of a deal. Some of my game of the week, I charge, $35 for alone. So you're going to get all college, all NFL for the whole weekend, just $49 at winnersandwhiners.com.
They say it might just be the greatest thing since sliced bread.
Well, let's give our audience 2 bonus plays here as we near the holidays. You have a pick in the Texas game, right?
Yeah, so we'll go the SEC from the Big 10. So Arkansas and Texas, I like the over here. Okay, I think it's going to be a high flying and high scoring game. Arkansas, disappointing season. They're 2-8. Bobby Petrino, he obviously took over for Sam Pittman 5 games ago. Pittman was fired. By the way, this is Bobby Petrino's second go around as the Razorbacks head coach. But they have been competitive under Petrino. They haven't lost a game by more than 9 points since he took over, and that's in the SEC. So they played some really tough competition, and they've been in every single game. Texas, they're 7-3, but it's a disappointing 7-3 because they're probably not going to make the college football playoff. They just lost to Georgia last week. They look terrible. But Georgia's a great SEC football team. It's not really any shame to losing to Georgia. It was just the way they lost, right? They only scored 10 points. Arch Manning did not look good. But they got to put that in the rearview mirror. If they are going to make the college football playoff, they have to beat Arkansas here. They have to beat Texas A&M next week. And they have to have some help, by the teams that are ranked higher than them. They need to lose. So they made the college football playoff 3 straight years. They might not this year, but they're going to be motivated here. I think Steve Sarkisian, the fact that they played so poor offensively last game, I think he has a very good game plan. He's a very good offensive-minded head coach. A lot of wrinkles here. I think it's a barn burner, man. The Razorback defense, they give up 32 points per game. Their offense scores 34 points per game. Think it is a barn burner. Give me the over 57.5 here between Arkansas and Texas.
All right. Good stuff. Good stuff, guys. Give us a like, subscribe, thumbs up on our channel here, Winners and Whiners channel. Like, subscribe, thumbs up. You'll be notified each and every time a new video comes out, not only from us, from the other handicappers as well. And check out the premium plays. Like Wes said, he has a bunch loaded already for the weekend. I'll have my action loaded on the website, winnersandwhiners.com. I have one final bonus selection here. It goes Saturday night, 7 p.m. Eastern, Nebraska. 7-3 so far. They travel to Penn State, who snapped their losing streak with a win last week at Michigan State. But Penn State still struggling, only 4-6 on the season. I'm not sure they still have a lot left in the tank. It is senior week here, so a lot of family will be here. A lot of the players, families, and friends will be there for senior week. And that's usually type of games where the coach try to get some of the seniors in here. Season's pretty much a wash for Penn State. It's a Saturday night game. You may see some players get in the game that normally don't play. I think this line's a little bit too high. Nebraska's a very good team, both offensively and defensively. They both have backup quarterbacks, both Penn State and Nebraska. But dual threat quarterback for Nebraska, I think he'll be able to move the ball against Penn State. They have a balanced offense, putting up 33 points per game. Give me the underdog here with the Nebraska Cornhuskers. We're catching 9.5 in this one as well. I'll take the live dog with Nebraska Saturday night.
Yeah, I like that play too. If you look, Penn State, they beat Michigan State last week, 28-10. It's a pretty impressive win too, to beat Michigan State by 18 points. But before that, obviously Franklin got fired, but they had lost 6 straight games, and Penn State doesn't lose 6 games in a row, like ever. I don't know if that's ever really happened. So, but the fact that they beat Michigan State last week, I think that they could have a letdown here versus Nebraska, right? So, just that was kind of like their Super Bowl last week, so they could have a letdown. I like Nebraska. I think they hang tough as well.
All right, good stuff, good stuff. Well, I'm Tony K. That's Wes. Thanks for tuning in, winnersandwhiners.com. Check out the website, premium picks, and more complimentary plays on the website, winnersandwhiners.com. Wes, thank you, and enjoy your Thanksgiving holiday.
Absolutely. I'll be back in 2 weeks. I'm going to go catch up with some people in LA. Turkey, mashed potatoes, gravy, corn, green beans, hold the stuffing, and I'll go pumpkin cheesecake for dessert. How about that?
Don't forget the cranberry sauce.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Banana cream pie, too. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. Good luck and be a winner.